Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're outside with tequila, vodka, and of course whiskey today. Whiskey's not a livestock guardian, but that's not the point. We are here today because I wanted to talk about another myth about livestock guardians. So another myth that I've heard quite a bit is that livestock guardians do not require any training at all. That you can just pick them up, stick them in your barnyard, and they will protect their flock. That is not necessarily true. Now, you might get really lucky and might have a fantastic dog who is just perfect temperamentally and immediately starts protecting his flock. You might get lucky. Maybe. You also might not get lucky. And if you don't get lucky, if you do not have a dog that automatically protects the flock, you're actually potentially introducing danger to your flock or your herd or whatever it is. So you need to get a livestock guardian with the idea that you're going to have to train it. I'm trying to get a good video of you, man. Stop following me. But you're going to have to most likely train your livestock guardians. You're going to have to spend time with them, working with them, teaching them not to chase your chickens, teaching them not to go after your rabbits, teaching them not to nip at your horses. Now, most of the dogs won't nip. Most of the dogs will be fine. But every dog has their own little quirk. You are going to have to train them with that quirk in mind. So you cannot just take vodka as a puppy, stick him out there and go, that's good. He needs to learn. He needs to learn the very basics. Tequila's barking. But he needs to learn the very basics of just existing in the barnyard, of making sure that everyone is safe. He needs to understand his role on the farm. He needs to know that he doesn't chase the chickens, that he spends his days making sure they're safe. And the only way that he knows that is if you train that. You have to teach him. Okay, you have to teach him not to chase the cats. Tequila's playing with a rabbit. Yeah, there's another bunny. She loves her bunnies. So it's really important that you train your livestock guardians, that they understand their place in the farmyard. And if you don't teach them what that place is, they're going to create it themselves. And that may not be exactly what you want. Forgive the mess over here. We are cleaning this up, promise, as we add the next bunny pen. But it's just really important to understand that you do have to train your livestock guardians. You have to teach them what you expect. That will only happen through training, through loving them, respecting them, making sure they respect you, understanding them. All of that is really, really important. So, no, you cannot just take a livestock guardian and throw them out in the barnyard, especially if they're older, and expect everything to go well. You do need to teach them what you expect. So, livestock guardians are highly trainable, and you have to make sure you're doing the training. Yes, you're playing with the cat. Playing with the kitty. The cat doesn't mind, by the way. The cats play like this all the time with the dog. They love to play with their dogs. But it's really important that your intention is to train that dog. Don't just get the dog and throw them out here. It's not fair to the dog. It's not fair to your other livestock. And it's not fair to you. You need to make sure you're training those dogs so that they are appropriate around the livestock you have. So yes, livestock guardians must be trained. Okay, you can't just shove them out there and expect that they're not. Anyway, that was all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to reiterate, train your livestock guardians. They need at least a minimum training in order to make sure that they know their job and that they respect the rules of your farm. Here's Vodka again. It's a big dog. Anyway, that is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Remember to train those livestock guardians before leaving them to their own devices. We'll see you tomorrow.